gonna go get checked in. When we booked, they only had 2 spots. Did they even have 2 spots or just the 1? I don't know. I know we're in side 3. That's all I remember.
Yeah, there was a backup, and we have a pull-through, and that's all they had. So.
Perfect. When we were here 2.5 years ago, they had, what did she say, 44 sites or something like that. They've doubled. They've got like 93 sites. How many cabins?
10.
10 cabins. And as we mentioned, this place is really close to Mesa Verde National Park. This is Westview RV Park in Cortez, Colorado, and absolutely gorgeous. Look at these, some of these sites are just amazing. So $70 a night, and they do offer weekly rates and monthly rates too. Okay, so we pulled in, we're super excited. Yeah, we made a newbie's mistake.
She just loves that kind of stuff.
I was so focused on the stairs fitting and getting the dogs apparently out of the car. And it's been a long travel day, we're tired. But remember we told you about our stick, and this is 3 feet, that's the width. Do you see a problem? We don't fit. So we got to move it over and we'll be all right. We can do this. Beautiful.
Good morning. So today is travel day, and we are going from Cortez, Colorado to the Great Dunes National Park. Now we've never been there, and I'm not even really sure that we're actually going to go out on the dunes. It is rather warm in late August, but we're definitely going to go to the visitor centers, and we're definitely going to take a look at it. But I just want to tell you, if you're in Cortez or you're traveling through, this Westview RV Park is incredible. I think for our site here it's $70, but last night we had a social event which was really actually neat. And so what we did is they had free hot dogs for everyone who wanted it, and they had live music, and then you could also have a cocktail if you wanted. You had to pay for the cocktail, of course, but it was just a nice setting. Everybody got together and enjoyed their time. But I just want to have you take a look a little bit at the site. It's got so much space, you know, more space than most places. You've got all this space here, your living area. Let's come around here. You have all this space here. This RV park has really been put together really well. We did a review on this park a while back when it was just in its baby stages, but look how beautiful this park, this RV park is, and that's the big windmill. They've got pickleball, and a lot of you asked about pickleball. Over there is their social gathering place. They've got wonderful laundry, and I think Rhonda told you they've got a salon here for the ladies. Hey, I learned something new. I want to explain this to you guys. Had a person comment on one of our videos, and he told me about the hose connected to the flush tank. And he told me, he goes, whatever you do, don't leave this connected. I go, well, that's an odd thing to say. He said, well, in upstate New York, the little derelicts up there like to turn on the flush tank water while it's turned off, you know, because you have it on, because I have it on a splitter like this. See how I have it on a splitter? So I'd have it on a splitter, And I just shut it off, and then when I need to dump my tanks and I turn it on, he says, well, those kids will go around and they'll turn it on and flood out your RV. I never even thought of that. Did you see the things in this community when they see things and they share that with you? I'm going to share that with you now. Don't ever have it connect. I go, you basically healed me of that, because I'm not going to do that anymore. You know, I always like looking at the good of people, you know, but man, that's a good tip, because you don't want somebody to come around and turn that on. Can you imagine what kind of a flood you would have inside? It wouldn't just be water. So anyway, we're going to get ready and go to the beautiful Great Sands National Park, and we're going to leave Cortez. Cortez was a great stay. We actually had 2 bicycle rides yesterday. We did Boggy Draw and we did Frills World again. Overdid it a little bit. Had to take my leg cramp medicine. But nevertheless, we had a wonderful stay here. So on to the next. It's travel day.
Sure your pass is good?
Are you for real right now?
Look at this, we're pulling in. Quick stop to the sand dunes, Great Sand Dunes National Park. We actually looked at camping here, but it's full, so we didn't. Oh, look at that. No fee at this time. Woohoo! So you can see all the dunes out there. We're gonna hit the visitor center, get my souvenir. We're gonna stop in the parking lot and probably grab a bite to eat real quick, and then look at the dunes. We're not climbing up.
A big old rain cloud on the dune.
Oh darn, so we can't hike to the top of dunes. Not today.
Not today!
We have 1 more hour. We've been on the road for 4 hours since we left Westview RV Park in Cortez, Colorado. And then we're heading to, I just saw a big old lightning. Oh my gosh, I don't know if we really want to stay here.
I see a lot of RVs there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
This might be problematic.
Yeah. So we're staying at Lathrop State Park. Not even sure what the town is, but we're 1 hour up the road, up the 160. It's looking a little crowded. I don't think we're gonna be able to park in there. Oh no, because that was all the parking. Do you want to just go right to the dunes?
Nope.
Okay. I don't know where you're gonna park. But
We'll check it out.
Turn left, then turn right.
You just gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah.
All I need to do is actually drop you off, and you just gotta buy your stuff.
Oh my gosh. It's true. I'm not sure why this parking lot has to be this small. There's a lot of open space, so, but it is small and we're not seeing any parking. Stan says he might push me out the door on a slow roll so I can go get my souvenir. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't even open the door. It's so heavy. Okay, I got it. A bunch of RV parking, but they got cones, so it's kind of cool. Then they block it off from cars parking there. So I'll get out there and move the cone, I guess. Learn as you go. But I think they got about 16 spots, so this is kind of cool. And then they save it for you. Not a lot of times you'll stop somewhere and there's cars parked double, you know, in the RV parking. That's frustrating when that happens. Well, we're here in a storm, so I don't know what we're gonna be able to see. Was it fun? Yeah. So fun. You braved it. Okay, cool.
Okay, I stay. I'm good.
All right, Sparky. We came, we saw. It's not really raining right now, but.
All right, so the only place that it's actually raining is on the Great Sand Dunes. And there's lightning. So, see all those folks?
Would you do that?
I don't think I'd want to do that. I just...
Well, the bummer is they rent the sleds and they rent a lot of, you know, what is it, the wakeboard type thing, the little boards, and then the sand boards. I don't know if you'd get your money back. So they're just making the most of the opportunity, I guess. Who knows how long they're staying, but...
Well, you can't do that on wet sand.
That's a good point. I don't know. We came, we saw.
It's called a dead stop. Let's go.
We had lunch. We gotta go. There's a storm of brewing. Welcome to Lathrop State Park.
Continue straight.
Okay, you make a right. On the turn will be a water fill station.
Been a wee bit longer travel day today. We wanted to make some ground and we wanted to make that stop at the Great Sand Dunes, which was awesome to see. I think it would be so much fun if, you know, it hadn't been raining and storming and all that. But we are here at Lathrop State Park in Colorado. It is just outside of Walsenburg, Colorado, and we paid just shy of 40 bucks a night for this. They'll have electric hookups. We read about it last night trying to figure out if we needed to put water in or whatnot, and couldn't figure out if they had a water fill station. It looked like they had water spigots, like you could get, you know, drinking water and stuff, but they actually do have a water fill station, and Stan's out there putting some water. We thought we might just have to fill up with our, you know, 6-gallon jug and just kind of do it manually, but thank goodness they have a water fill station. They have a dump station. We will have just the electricity for the night. And but on top of this $40 fee, it was like 36 plus then, you know, $1 this, $1 for that. There's a $10 daily fee for the state park entrance. So if you have camping reservations, it doesn't get you in the, you know, through the gates of the state park. You still have to pay for the daily entrance fee. Or if we were staying longer, more than just a night, or we were going to hit other Colorado state parks, we could buy an annual pass for $80. So we're not stopping. Actually, we will have one more stop in Colorado tomorrow night. We have about 3 back-to-back drive days, maybe 4, I'm not even sure. But tomorrow night we'll be at a Harvest Host, and it's actually called Elevating Life Church. So we're staying at our Harvest Host, and we'll share some more a little bit later on our thoughts on Harvest Hosts. And if our renewal is coming up, we actually expire August 23rd, I think is our last day, and today's August 17th. Oh.
So we're going to need waters for the next 2 nights, right? Because we're boondocking the next 2 nights.
Yep, so just telling them that. Yeah. You're gonna be able to get enough now for that, you think?
I'm gonna just fill it up now.
I think they have showers and everything here. We could just use showers.
Yeah, I'll just fill it up here.
Perfect. Perfect. All right, so we'll have water for the next 2 nights. And after that, who knows? One day at a time, right? One day at a time. It's not looking too level. That's what we did read, so in the reviews. We'll work it out. Well, it was victorious. We called it a miracle. Woo, we're level. It totally didn't look like we would be level, but somehow we were level, and we're really low on gas, and town's like 3 miles away. So Stan thought, well, if we have to unhook, then we're gonna run into town, get gas, but we don't have to unhook. That like never happens. So it's good. We're gonna be all right. Other than that, in the sky. Got electricity. That'll be worth paying $50 a night for this place. Just to have my Keurig coffee in the morning. Stan prefers the sludge coffee.
I love sludge coffee.
You love sludge coffee?
Yeah.
That view's worth $1 million. Look at that. Okay, good morning. What day is this? Travel day number, well, it's the 17th, so I think it's officially,
Good question.
yeah, it all becomes a blur.
It's Friday, right?
It's Friday, and we left Monday the 14th, August 14th, so it's Friday, oh, I apologize, the 18th. Wow, time flies when you're having fun. We spent the night last night in
Lathrop State Park.
State Park in Colorado, just outside of Walsenburg. And you know what? It was sufficient. It was a state park.
I was waiting for the word. It was sufficient.
It was quiet. Let's do the positives. It was quiet. It was, oh my gosh, you know, when you're tired, long travel day, we made that extra stop and you pull it. We were level. We were level sideways, front to back. We didn't have to unhook.
I think that was the beauty of it, because I didn't have to unhook. And so
yeah,
it was a quick turnaround, and that's the great part about it. You know, you just put your stabilizers down and go to sleep.
We were able to walk around. I guess for us, it was a little scary with the dogs because there's all these little tiny cactus, and it just was a little nerve-wracking, you know, so we kept them close.
That, and if you had little children, I'd be, you know, very hesitant because of that little bit. I'm sure it's got great loops and whatever, but we were really concerned about the cactus everywhere. I thought it was a little expensive.
Oh, yeah.
The room, of course, you know, you've got that extra room, but I think it was $40 for the electrical site, and then you had to pay another use permit, which is another $10. So it was $50 for that RV site. So I think the state park campgrounds in Colorado are not cheap.
I agree. Yeah.
So we'll have to look into that a little bit. So make sure you check that versus RV, you know, campgrounds or whatever, RV resorts. It's a great stop for being right off the highway. And
the 160, is that where we were?
Yeah, the 160. We were coming from the Great Sand Dunes. Slept there for the night. Got right back on the 25, Interstate 25. And now we're heading up to Denver, make a right, and then we'll get, I think, on the 76, I think.
Is it?
Yes.
Sorry, we thought we were in the clear. All this traffic's going on.
Honey, this is why your calculations are not correct, just because of this. Because you don't know when you have road construction happening. And this is the anomaly of it all, I guess.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out, I'm just going to document this trip, and I feel like I do this once every trip. But RV Trip Wizard is what we use to calculate, yes, but plan our trips. Google Maps is what Stan uses to drive to the location. And there's always a discrepancy in time. And we think it has something to do with the RV Trip Wizard. You set your speed. So we put 65 miles an hour in there, and then it calculates, you know, how long it's going to take. And that's how we actually plan our trips, because we don't want to go usually more than 5 hours, give or take, probably 30 minutes. And just depends. I usually start, you know, from our location, our home location, and then put in our destination, and then kind of backtrack, and then you kind of go, okay, how many hours is that going to take? And then we don't want to drive, say, more than, you know, 5-6 hours, so then you just divide up, and then you just figure it out. And then there's a radius, which is nice. So you don't want to drive more than 4.5 hours, so you would put that in the settings, and it'll give you this big radius. And then, so you start looking in that section where RV parks are, and then you can figure out, you know, where you want to stay. And then we're heading to our Harvest Host for the night. I think I mentioned that yesterday. And our Harvest Host membership is expiring. And we are really going to give it our all here. We've got 3 stays planned in the next 4 nights, I think, within the next 4 nights, 5 nights. So I think that's going to be our determining factor if we are going to renew. Let us know in the comments if you are a Harvest Host member. And it's just that we have found that we haven't used it that much.
You know, I don't think we use it that much to pay that.
Well, and then when you stop, okay, so one night we stop at a winery, right? Well, you have to patronize them, so you would buy a bottle of wine, or you know, you could probably get away with $20. Well, we go to dinner. Well, that was very expensive, and we're like, gosh, you know, for no hookups and being in a parking lot, we could have stayed. And you know, I don't know. We just kind of weigh everything and always try to make the most of the resources that we have, the finances that we have, and so we just don't know if we're going to. I think at this point, I think I'm leaning toward we're not going to.
Well, not for $150 some odd dollars.
Right.
I'm not going to renew.
Yeah, and then on top of that, you know, $20, $30, or whatever you're paying.
Right.
Yeah, I think with Stan being a member of the Elks now, and with us, you know, feeling confident about boondocking and staying where there are no hookups, then I think we can make it work. And the nice thing is you can join at any time. So like if we let it go now, then we can just join again at another time if we want. So that's the plan. Today is, like we said, day 5, and we're going to end up in Indiana on the 23rd. So it's the 18th now, so Indiana bound. Should be pulling into the Elkhart Fairgrounds for the Grand Design Rally on the 23rd. Now we get to be a couple days early. Most people are coming in on that Friday, the 25th. So we have some fun events planned, and we have no idea what we're doing. We're just, you know, we've planned. What is it? Time planning is well spent, but time worrying is time wasted, you know? So we're just trusting that we've done our planning and we're not going to worry about it, and just go and have a good time and then try to enjoy the actual rally itself. You got anything to say?
I got nothing to say.
Well, I can't believe we're still in Colorado. Like, how many nights have we been in Colorado?
Well, we're going diagonally, tip to tip.
Yeah. Yeah, eventually we're going to be in Nebraska. That's the plan anyway.